little bit, maybe you should head to Mike Castellucci's office this morning.
He's with a dog whisperer. Mike, I wish you could have my little Lola with you. I feel like she's got a lot on her mind.
Well, I know all of us have questions about our animals, don't we? Welcome, Gail Thackray. You know, this is one of her books, How to Talk to Your Pets, right here, and I was just thumbing through it. But first of all, the funny question is, as Paul Rudy, our sports director, just asked you, were you ever normal?
Actually, I used to think that people were born that way and that you were a bit weird, and I was completely normal until I was about 40, and then I woke up and I actually became a medium first, meaning talking to spirits on the other side, to people. And at first I just didn't believe it. I thought I was going crazy, and they were coming through with messages. And then about 6 months later, I discovered that I could talk to animals. And I thought, wow, if I can do it, and I've never been able to do this, then everybody can do it. And I actually now teach people how to do it, because we all have these instincts, and we all kind of know when our relatives are around, and we kind of know what our animal's thinking a little bit. We just, we're not that in sync.
Well, I've always said that animals, or dogs, or cats, or whatever, they know more than we do about the spiritual side and so forth. Am I right?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. It's amazing what they know.
Now, Paul is here with he brought his dogs, and he's like a proud stage mom right now. So what do you, anything there?
Oh, well, these guys are adorable. They love to run in an open field, so there must be somewhere where you take them, like a dog park or something. It's grass, but it's got sand on it, so it's near the beach, but not at the beach. And they love that because they get to get off the leash and they go wild. And they said their dad runs with them. Do you have an old knee injury on your right knee?
Hip.
Hip, okay. All right, so, and it's kind of reoccurring. And what happens is, they actually absorb our energy. They kind of mimic our energy, and I'm feeling a little bit on his right side, and that's why, and it's actually from you. And they're saying, wow, it's a little bit about not moving forward. There's some area in your life you need to move forward a little bit.
Oh boy.
Well, see, that's another segment, isn't it? I don't think we have enough time for that, Gail. But let's just stick with Paul's dogs, because if we get into Paul, we'll be here all morning.
You don't want to start tugging on that thread.
What they do, they mimic our energy. They say that Paul's dad is around in spirit, and that's why sometimes you see them looking. Oh. And they do. When our relatives pass away, often the animals go up there, and there's a small little dog that's with his dad as well. And you see these two sometimes playing around like there's an invisible dog there, and it's because, there is.
Wow.
And I asked, where do you sleep and what's your favorite treat? And they're showing me they each have their own separate bed pad, but this one likes to be by the door. He likes to be where it's cool, on the tile.
This is too trippy.
Is it, Paul, is
These are all
relating?
She's spot on.
She's spot on, Paul says, with his dogs. And so what's happening this weekend here up in LA with you?
Well, this weekend I'm going to be at the LAX Hilton at the Conscious Life Expo, and I'm going to be doing sample readings and healings all weekend long. I'm going to be talking about, actually about healing, and this guy I'm going to be bringing to Toronto, John of God. You might have heard about John of God.
Yes, and let's talk about that next segment. You've heard, obviously, Alexis and David, about John of God. She's bringing him to Toronto in March. Something like 12,000 people are going to be there. Just unbelievable. But there's too much to talk about, isn't there? I've got pictures of my poops. That's what I call my dogs. And I really need to get out more. But that's what I call them, my pooper dogs. My poop. And she's going to look at them and then try to figure out what's wrong with them, because something is. And we'll do that coming up in about 20 minutes or so. Right now we're live out on the Big Bay at the world's only outdoor cubicle.
See,
with the animal communicator.
That's the thing. When they're your fur babies, you can call them whatever you want. Because it's like a
well, that's right.
Yeah.
It's a lovely name.
I wish I would have brought my turtle in.
More coming up with Gail in a little bit.
Does Gail talk to turtles, I wonder?
Does she talk to turtles too?
Thank you.
A little noisy out there. You can't hear us?
Helicopter.